Well, it's not as if Victoria is like not in debt or anything. Well, why is there more debt to her pile?
Can you believe that the reason that people didn't make a bigger deal, the government didn't make a big deal of Annika Wells, is because they're all even worse than she is?
Well, the government's never going to make a big deal. The opposition.
I know, but the reason that everyone came out and kind of supported her...
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Is because Elbow is doing all of the same stuff.
I don't think Elbow's she was pretty egregious, but there's clearly, they're digging out. There's a lot of others who are pretty bad as well.
Everyone is doing this crazy stuff,
yeah,
which is almost, I just want to reiterate, it's almost beyond belief that this is okay. Like, I have travelled before and, like, for example, my son came with me on a recent trip to the US because I picked him up from Israel.
Yeah.
And so it was a catapult trip.
Yeah.
This is what happened. Yeah, I let him stay in the same room that I booked for catapult, no problem. But I didn't ask Catapult to pay for his flights.
Of course not. In business class.
When we got a train from Boston to New York, Catapult paid for my ticket, and I paid for his ticket.
Well,
it's pretty straightforward. Like, I cannot believe that it is acceptable, like, by the regulations.
Well, they claim it's this family reunion thing, but it wasn't a family reunion. It was, in terms of Annie, and again, we feel bad picking on her because she's clearly not the only one who does this. She's far from the only one who does this, but hers was pretty egregious. That she's flying the husband over for the grand final. It's not to be with her for a week during parliamentary sitting, which I actually would understand a bit more. She's leaving the kids at home, flying the dad over for a footy
partying,
game.
Right? And like, when you say I'm sympathetic to family reunions, I just want to point this out. You travel a lot for work. I travel a lot for work. The ATO is not saying, well, since you travel a lot for work, we're going to let you make the trips with your family tax deductible to fly them over. It's absolutely not.
Yeah.
So I just think someone needs to come out. And
by the way, I'm more sympathetic of that than I am of doing it for the parties.
It's a low bar. It's a low bar.
And leaving the car outside the tennis for 7 hours, which I'm sure others do as well. But it just shows that's classic entitlement.
Extreme entitlement. Extreme. And I tell you the worst case of all. The worst case of all was Maureen Faruqi, because at least Annika Wells,
did she make the Comcar weight while she was at Hamas?
Well, this is the thing.
Protest?
At least Annika Wells, you can say, well, she took her family to fun stuff. What does Faruqi use it for? To go to an anti-Israel protest.
Well, that's fun for her.
Get out and have some fun.
That's pure joy for her.
Oh my God!
Could you imagine? There's nothing better she would enjoy more than an anti-Israel protest.
And so what I love is the level
burning an effigy. She'd love that.
Well, the level of hypocrisy of the Greens. Like, what's a Sarah Hanson-Young? She's going to the blues festival or something.
Her lobbyist husband, who's doing business there.
This is my suspicion. My suspicion is, if you look at all of their partners, some significant percentage will be involved in some dealings with government or bureaucracy.
Of course.
And so this is not really a holiday for them. It's the government paying for
their
work
trip,
right?
Yeah.
It's the government paying for work, or the taxpayer, not the government has no money. That's what I try to explain to people. In fact, my daughter said to me, trains and trams and stuff are free. I'm not sure if it's trams, but trains are free in Victoria now. Do you know that in Melbourne? It's like holidays. So they're making it free. But is it free?
Of course they are.
Of course it's not
Someone's
free.
paying for it.
That's right.
It does look like free weekend public transport until February 2026.
Right, so something's
just
free, right? But when we say free...
Well, it's not as if Victoria is like not in debt or anything. Well, why is there more debt to her pile?
What free in Victoria means is we're borrowing money so that the user doesn't have to pay.
Yeah.
And so that's how I feel. I try to pummel people with the concept. The government...
So what it is, it's free for old people and it's costly for young people who are paying for it.
That's right.